Back with more Mix 1041 and MixTV.tv. We're here with our friends from Allon Planning Partners, Jay and Brittany Hagey, and our buddy Tanner Hortsmeyer. How are you folks?
We're good.
We're doing
We
wonderful.
are great
This is
today.
great.
Glad to have Tanner joining
Yeah,
us
it's
today.
good to be here.
So once people have analyzed their financial situation, what are some things that they can do to improve their financial health?
The more you know, the less you fear.
That's it.
Know it. Know your plan.
Yeah.
Know how you're invested. Know, that you've got all of these things covered: the tax planning, the income planning, the retirement planning, the savings for your kids, college, whatever it may be. Know what you've got and understand those things. Don't just assume or wonder. But the more you understand, the less you will fear.
And we live in a time where so much information is readily available to us. You can go on YouTube and search out anything you want to do. You want to remodel your bathroom, you can do it yourself on YouTube, right? And so, invest in your education.
Yeah.
Invest in financial education. It doesn't cost you anything but time, right? Because there are a lot of free resources out
And
there.
we provide those
We do this for
resources.
free.
We
We'll
have
provide
workshop.
it.
We actually have a workshop tomorrow. We're hosting here locally. We do local workshops that are complimentary. You don't have to pay to attend, and it's just education to the community. We have, of course, the radio show here on Mix 104. We have a weekly TV show that airs. Again, it's just educational, providing information to bring some answers and some relief to. I wonder how this works, or I don't understand this. This is really complicated. We want to try and minimize the complicated. We want to try and bring it down to a level where we can have open conversations that we actually can understand and not talk above anyone.
One of the thoughts that I have when you're talking about the question that you asked is, I think about someone that's going into their year and it's been a long time since they've gotten any type of physical or blood work, and they're just kind of in the dark. They've been doing life the way that they've done it for a long time. And then they go and they get that blood work, and they're like, okay, that I didn't expect that my cholesterol would be that high, or my triglycerides are at at that point. I say that because we see so many people that have been doing the same type of thing for so long, maybe with another advisor or just their own type of thing, and they come into our firm and are we healthy? Are we doing well? And they are amazed that their triglycerides are high, that their cholesterol is high, and that their blood pressure is high of their financial, their plan.
I'm paying this much in fees?
Exactly.
Yeah. What? I didn't know that.
We had a situation, and this happens all the time. This is actually with my father before I got into the industry years ago. He's extremely risk averse, as I'm sure many people listening are. And I'm saying extreme risk averse. And so we analyzed his portfolio, and he was taking as much risk as, I would see 25-year-olds in. And so, he's seeing all this volatility in his portfolio, but because he was kind of just going through the mundane of life and, every day the same thing, he didn't take much notice on it. And so obviously that was a conversation that we had immediately and got things changed the way that it needed to. And he's grateful for it because, he's now in his retirement years and didn't take nearly as much of a hit last year as he would have previously if he just continued in the same, path. And so I say that because it just starts with a question, right? It just starts with having a conversation, saying, hey, can we just sit down and talk, and can you review? We do my blood work on my, my financial, plans. So.
Yeah, and so before we wrap this up, I just want to give you 4 practical things. Please. And so the first one is invest in your financial education. We said that. The second one is create a spending plan. Know where your money's going. Know where your dollars are headed, right? That's going to give you peace. The third thing is make sure your debt to income ratio is low. So make sure that you're not excessively borrowing, that you don't have mountains of debt, and if you do, let's create a plan to get out of it. And the fourth thing is establish goals. Plan for retirement and taxes, save in your IRAs, save in your 401ks, your college funds for your kids. Have established goals and established plans that we can work towards, okay? So those 4 things: invest in yourself, invest in education, create a spending plan to tell your money where to go, make sure your debts, keep them low, don't get excessively in debt, and then establish some good goals so that we can plan for them.
Yeah.
How do we reach out? How do we find out more?
You can call us at 423-315-1441 or connect with us directly through our website as well, allonplanning.com.
That's it.
That's ALLON planning.com. You can schedule your complimentary consultation directly from our website. You never even have to pick up the phone if you don't want to, or you can send us an email through the website as well. Hey, I've got this question, or this sparked my thinking on this topic. Can you help? Anything like that, you can reach out any of those ways.
Investment advisory services are offered through Foundations Investment Advisory.